computers, and I'm like, these seem like decent builds, and they're not like crazy expensive. So, plus they're based in California, not close, but.
Because I feel like if you're just going for like, well, the next step up would be this $700 one. I feel like, why bother? Like, get something that's really good.
$700, like 3 times as good as that.
Even if it's gonna be a little more than
All right.
$1,000 or something, like we should pick something that's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great.
The plan with the computer is to like at the very least get the $700 one that will be expandable and will scale up.
I see.
So, yeah. Plus also, it's just always easier to do crowdfunding in smaller waves of like.
Probably fit 5 cookies in this bag.
What do we go back? All right.
6?
We'll have the third one.
Chips.
What? What did you say?
Swear word, swear word, swear word.
Man is busy cursing the cookies. I'm here to take a nap, I guess. How's it going, everybody? What's happening? It's time for the community chat. I got a gun. This time with frames. Aria is in the house today. She's chilling on the cat tree. So far, so good. Has she been hissing today?
I hear that. That's kind of partly why she hissed at Iris.
Yeah.
Because it was right after the cats had been out for a long time, and she had been kind of hissy at them. So
I see.
It was a little carryover grumpiness.
Gotcha.
But like, she still wants to come in here every chance she can get. So. Whatever.
Right. V says, very interesting color of that cat. You mean Aria? Yeah. I want to see if she'll let me pick her up, but she probably won't.
She doesn't like it when you pick her up.
She doesn't like me. She only recently started letting me pick her up, begrudgingly, because I would take her to food. I pick you up. All right. All right.
She might not even let me pick her up right now.
Yeah, she's grumps. Zuber grumps. Well, that's fun. Anyway, we have potentially 1, if not 2, potential adopters.
I've given up on the one.
What?
I said I've given up on the one.
We'll see. Amanda got an application. It was an application or just an email from the lady? An application for someone who literally lives like 4 streets over. Replied to it, and now it's been like 2 days and she hasn't heard back from her. It's midweek.
Why do people
I don't know.
go to the trouble of filling out an application if they're not even going to come and meet the cats?
So, and then the other one was somebody who was living on the East Coast and had like reached out and was like, I'm gonna be moving to California around August 15th. So if you still have cats.
Yeah, and I kind of completely like put that person out of my mind because I thought for sure these cats would not still be here.
Mm-hmm. But they are.
And then he emailed me today, and I'm like, oh, I sort of remember this.
So yeah.
From 3 weeks ago.
So yeah. So we'll see if any of those pan out. The second guy.
If not, I'll be taking them to Rosie Bunny Bean.
Rosie Bunny Bean? That's
is the name of the pet store that I'm taking them to on Sunday.
What part of town?
Highland Park?
Rosie Bunny Bean?
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
It's apparently kind of a high-end,
oh, well, that's
like,
good.
boutique type
Great. So you
pet store. It's far away, but
double the adoption
right.
fee. Chance Paladin over on D Live says, "Oh, my little cinnamon bears are at it again. Welcome back." If I still had my house, I'd take them in 2 seconds without even thinking. Right on. Let's get you a house. No. Let's take a quick look. Aria is... Oh, wait. There it is. Okay. There's Aria interacting with the kittens. Aria is our house cat. Yay. There's...
Being very grumpy.
Yeah. There's a little sound delay on cam 1 that cannot be... Chance says we topped out at 9. I love rescuing cats. Yeah, that seems like a legit number to call it quits on.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. We had a litter of 9 just recently, and that was quite enough.
Yeah. I mean, adult cats would probably be a little bit
Yeah, I'm
easier,
sure
but-
adult cats would be better.
But still, that's a lot of cats. When you start getting like outnumbered,
Yeah.
seriously outnumbered. I mean, we're outnumbered anyway, but that's like crazy.
Yeah. Queen Dankin over on Mixer says, I wish my cat was still a kitten. Right on. How old is your cat? You okay, baby?
No.
Okay.
Swallowed.
Hey.
Like, wrong. Inhaled it. Now I gasped for breath while I was mid-swallow. And then, well,
5. Nice. That's in between our 2 cats.
what? You're talking about years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aria is 2, and our other cat, Nara, is 7.
Oh, the trolls are active tonight.
Awesome.
I assume Serial is taking care of that because he's on it. Thank you in advance. Oh man, Aria. Let's
Trolls
go back.
are so awesome.
Yay! Any other updates on the kittens?
Oh my god, you're too cute right now.
Let's get you up here. Probably some Fortnite streamer is hosting us. That could be.
And that's why we have so many trolls.
It's possible.
Here, Aria. This stuff so you can climb up there. What's in this box?
That is power strips or extension cords. It's been there for weeks. Yeah, Fortnite is a troll-heavy game. This, however, is a family-friendly stream, so
Trolls be gone.
so trolls be gone or be reported, because that's going to happen. Oh, it looks like the Streamlabs bot is getting them all. Well, that's good. Thanks, Streamlabs.
Why we pay him the big bucks?
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Brain.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
Okay. Where's Lorna? Oh, shit. That's her.
Yeah, this one.
Queen Dankin says he has little gray hairs mixed in with his black fur now. Well, that's funny. We had a kitten recently who had like a few little gray hairs, but then he like shed them within a few weeks and became almost all black.
I think, pretty sure he had a fever coat.
Yeah.
Which is like a thing that happens with kittens if their mom is sick or something. Avocado, who's my old cat who died a few years ago, he was all black, solid black, and as he got older, his whiskers started to grow in white, like one at a time, very slowly.
Yeah.
He started getting little white hairs, like on his chest. It's kind of cute. Sorry.
Oh, no. Up
She
there.
moved that stuff too, yeah, she really does.
Look, I'm doing things for you. Appreciate me.
She says, yes, slave.
Jet Neo Run Mixer says, orange kitties are my weakness. V said, Fiona had really nice colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiona was gorgeous. Loved her. She was a good kitten.
Yeah, Arya's a tortie. Arya is kind of interesting because she's a calico, but she's not really a calico. She's really a tortie who is mitted and locketed, which means the locket thing means she has white chest,
yeah.
and the mitted thing means she has white paws. But then, so she's like a mitted, locketed tortie, but then she has white on her nose, and there's no term for that. So, I mean, and a tortie is a type of calico, or calico is a type of tortie. I don't remember which is which, but
she's got like some faint tabby lines.
I mean, she also has white in her belly, which is why I've always called her a calico, even though she's not. Calicos are really more like patchy. Like it's really supposed to be three distinct colors.
Because she definitely has like a lot of tabby striping, which is I think a tortie thing.
But that's common in any cat that has orange. The orange is always tabby colored. It's always tabby striped.
But her she'll have like stripes that bisect other patches. Like, I don't trust you right now. Like this line goes all the way down here. This line goes all the way down here.
Like it cuts through the black.
Cuts through the black and the gray. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She's got some interesting colors going on as well.
And our other cat is a gray tabby who is also mitted and locketed. She has white chest and white teeth. But otherwise is all gray.
Yeah.
Tabby.
Let me catch up. Jenny said, I have one that is a dreamsicle color, and the other is a chestnut orange.
So you have like a buff and an orange.
Oh. Like creamsicle? Is that what creamsicle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a really light orange.
Yeah, like a pale.
Like a dilute orange.
Yeah. Like, what cat was that? Ray?
Right.
Yeah.
And also Svetlana and Dubs were pretty dilute as well.
Compared to these girls, for sure, yeah. Jetney said...
The Ray was she was very pale.
Have a good night, Queen Duncan. Jenny says, I would be in kitty heaven when my schedule dies down. I want to foster some older kittens. That'd be awesome. Do it.
Yay for fosters.
The darker one was lighter when younger, too. Yeah, their coats changed dramatically.
You should.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's do this one. Oh, can't see very well. That's a ball, I swear. That reminds me for, is it the Colorado area? If anyone's in Colorado, somebody posted a couple pictures on our Discord of 9 kittens. They're not ready to be adopted yet, but in another couple of weeks they will be. So we have a fellow foster. I don't even think they're officially a foster. They just had feral kittens like show up in their yard and they're taking care of them. So if anyone's in the Colorado area, head over to our Discord, check them out, because those cats are going to need some homes. And hello, JP the Crackhead. Yo, back at ya. Yeah, I think we need to spend the next couple of days and try and get the GoFundMe started early before this litter's gone. I also was thinking of trying to do like, what?
Spider. Big one.
It's probably gonna
paper towel.
It's gonna eat one of the kittens.
It is. It's right there. It's under the edge of the thing.
It's a spider. Let it live.
I don't let it live. It's huge. It's gonna bite me in the night.
Kill a spider on this. There it is.
Dude, you gotta move the.
It's over there. Die, spider. Oh God.
Did it crunch?
No, he got out before I could.
Oh my god, squish him. Yeah. It's like you've never killed a spider before.
I don't like killing spiders. I like spiders. Alright. Anyway, that's about it for the updates.
Happening.
What?
So there's a lot of purring happening. The update is the cats are still here.
Yeah.
They're getting bigger every day. There are no updates.
This cat.
They're all done with their meds. They've all been spayed. They're all fully vaccinated. There's like absolutely nothing happening with those cats except that they're just here now, every day, all the time.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Waiting to go be adopted.
These are some of the sweetest cats we've ever had. So we gotta get them home.
Today, I let them out of this room for like a good 2 or 3 hours. They just roamed around the house. Piper
What's up, Mischief?
and Lorna primarily stayed in our daughter's room, playing with all the toys.
Their toys?
Yeah.
Great.
Playing under the bed and running around. And, I mean, their room is like full of toys, and it was just trashed, and they were just running around and being crazy. Stayed in there, and then Nikki and Alex explored the rest of the house and the other pets, and they were both very adventurous today.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I found out a vine cork is a good cat toy.
Oh, sure, that makes sense.
Alex found one and started playing with it.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Mischief says, there's people in this kitty stream. Yes, we do. People on camera Tuesday and Thursday evenings, and Saturday mornings we do a community chat. So we jump on screen with the kittens.
Well, if we do it this Saturday, it's going to be afternoon.
Yeah, this Saturday will probably be later,
we have
if
a morning
at all,
obligation.
because we got a pretty big day.
So maybe like at 12:30 or 1 on Saturday Pacific time.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just do a Sunday morning. I don't know.
Maybe. Depends
Although
if you're going to
I'm
the
getting
thing
to
or
it.
not.
I am. And I have to leave early, so because it's far away.
Well, we may or may not do one Saturday at this point.
We haven't missed a Saturday in a long time.
Yeah, Saturday we have a kids party, and Amanda's parents who have been staying with us are taking off, so we gotta take them to the shuttle. Mischievous says, my cat has been sitting on his tree since last night, staring at the new enclosure. He has no idea what's coming. Renee Scott, hey, welcome back. Over on D Live says, oh, I see the other kitty in the background on the shelf. Yes, that is our house cat, Aria. She is
Can you see her?
grumpified.
There you go.
Get her in there. You'll notice as I approach the cat.
Why?
Lovely.
Oh, she didn't growl.
Thanks, Aria. Scratch. Chin scratch. Okay. Not going to tempt fate beyond that.
Typically, in the past, we have introduced Aria to our fosters when they're really little, and she's taken to them really well and like groomed them and played with them and really enjoyed kind of being a big sister. But it's been a while since that happened because at the beginning of this year, our first fosters were a mom with babies, and we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to introduce them because we didn't want to freak that mom out and make her protective. And then right after them, we got a litter of 9 kittens, and that was just too chaotic, so we never brought her in. And then with this group, basically, they came to us and they had some different infections, and they were on a bunch of antibiotics and medications, and it's mostly just been a matter of like not wanting to cross-contaminate stuff, and then they weren't combo tested for a while, and then once they were all clear with their medications and combo tested, then Aria had a bit of a flea issue happening, so we were keeping her out of this room until her fleas got under control. So she's just met these kittens in the last couple days, and because it has been a good, I don't know, 9 months at least since she's met any foster kittens. Really, she's kind of, I feel like she's forgotten
how to play nice.
Yeah, and also just because these kittens are so much older than she would typically meet them when they were a lot smaller and younger.
Yeah.
So she's been a little growly and hissy, but also still really wants to come in the room and like watch them.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah. I'm gonna mess around with this camera for a second, folks, because it's got like a really slight sync issue happening. So it's gonna go black for a second or so. I apologize in advance, but I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's better. It was just some kind of, I just deactivated it and reactivated it. See, this is, hey, yeah. That all looks
Weird.
live.
Cool.
Weird, cool. I'll take it. All my life. Where's the fourth one?
By your feet.
Is that Alex?
Yeah.
What's up, girl?
So if you were going to pair these girls up, who would you pair?
Are you asking me or them?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I don't know. I don't know that I've really got a solid lock on that. I defer to your opinion. But I mean, for a while there, Nikki and Piper were playing together the most, so that made the most sense. I haven't really noticed lately. Mischievous says, I love her tail's flow. We're talking about Arya still?
Yeah, Arya moves her tail a lot. Like, all the time. Like, she kind of never stops moving her tail. It's really weird. It's so much more active than our other adult cat's tail.
Yeah. She says, mine is a bobtail with like 7 kinks and it just stays stiff unless he's really annoyed and then it twitches drastically.
Poor kitty. That's Nikki. She's the very last tip of her tail is broken.
This is Lorna.
That's Lorna? Oh,
yeah.
This is Nikki.
Nikki's the more vibrant color. She's the reddest of the 4.
And she's got a broken tail tip.
Yeah, I don't.
It is
It
is
like
like this. Like the bones in the tail do not do this, they do this.
Mm-hmm.
The very last little notch.
Hey Laura, how you doing?
It's kind of creepy. It must have always been that way since we got them. I mean, I don't see how, I don't know.
I mean, maybe somebody was playing with her too rough. I don't know.
We haven't like stepped on them or like shut them in the crate or anything, like or like shut them in a closet door or anything like that.
Yeah.
I've never stepped on one of these cats before, like tails or feet or anything.
Yeah. Although they are very always underfoot, but I think that's why, because you're so aware that they're gonna be there. You just have to walk shufflefoot.
So if you were gonna pick 2 to live in a studio apartment,
I think Alex and Lorna. Because who are the first 2 out of the door?
Nikki.
Yeah, I don't think Nikki and Piper, they have so much energy. I mean, I guess it depends on what's right outside that studio apartment door. Like if there's a hallway, like to the entrance or whatever, then it doesn't really matter. But apartment can be the size of my old apartment, or it can be like those lofts downtown. Like those can be huge.
Like the girl who adopted Michonne and Rick, her studio was huge.
Yeah.
And it really didn't feel like separate rooms.
Yeah. Thanks.
Like she had a legit like bedroom, bathroom, hallway, living room, kitchen.
Yeah.
Dining, but it was a studio.
Renee Scott over on D-Live asks, have the kittens been outside? They've been outside this room in the rest of the house, but as part of the agreement with the rescue we work with, the kittens are indoor only. They do not go outside the house.
They've sat in the window.
They've seen the window.
Watched
gotten the fresh air. Shivia says, I'm getting really anxious about these ferrets. Obviously, I want them to go to a good home ASAP, but I'm kind of worried someone else will adopt them before I can go pick them up Monday evening. All right, on. Oh, no. Okay.
If they had a big day, they're all like pooped
Yeah, they're
out.
pretty tired.
Pretty mellow, yeah.
This is from just running around the house?
I guess.
I'm pretty
I
tired.
put them in here. They were out pretty much since we got home from gymnastics until I fed them dinner, which was at like 5. So, from like noon to 5 or 1 to 5, they were pretty much out that whole time.
Right on. Shivia says, the shelter said they won't let me reserve them because they don't have a good setup for them and they want to find them a home as fast as possible. That makes sense. You can't really hold that against them, sure. Pickles says, I want a duck. All right, fair enough.
Like Joey and Chandler?
Only one of those was a duck.
No,
oh, wait.
They had a duck.
Right, Joey and Chandler are the actual characters, not the duck and the chicken. What was it?
Chicken the duck.
Yeah, what were their names?
The chicken the duck? I don't know. I don't know if they had names. I think they were just called the chicken the duck.
Okay. Hello, lady.
You have such a funny little purr. It's like a chirp purr.
It's a chortle. That's what tigers do. Chortle. How low is our sound?
I have like no news. I've been kind of occasionally looking at the shelter websites to see if there are any moms with babies to foster.
A little preemptive.
But I've only found so far any moms that are at the shelters with babies right now have babies that are like 5 weeks old, and that's too old.
Yeah.
Like if I took a mom with babies, I would want it to be like, a week old or something, because I don't want to have to do adoptions anytime.
Oh, good.
soon.
Were you guys able to hear the purring? Cool. Yeah. No. Don't look until after Betty starts.
Like honestly, if we weren't planning on taking a break, I would have other fosters now. Because like kitten season, and I feel like we need to help as much as possible. Yeah. And these guys are at the point where like we could just let them be free in the house or like have them in the girls' room or whatever. Like we could easily take like bottle babies or other fosters right now.
But we're not
younger fosters. If we weren't planning to take a break when these guys were adopted.
Renee Scott says, I heard the purring. So sweet.
They're all purring right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of purring going on, except for Growly McGrowlers.
You're purring.
Oof.
Oof. Aria.
You alright?
She heard you say that. She's coming over to kick your butt.
Hi.
Or just eat kitten food.
Yeah. Just letting people see you.
Aria.
Look at your kitten food.
Aria.
Sorry, Nikki. That's my fault because I touched that cat.
It's okay.
Oh, why she hates me so much. It's probably because I tell her to get down off the furniture or the table.
I do too. The girls do too. It's not about that. I don't know what it is.
So grumpy. Only toward me.
No.
Well, and Iris.
She's a little grumpy at everybody today. She's grumpy at these kittens.
Yeah.
But like she still wants to be around them. It's very weird. Hey you.
She growls like a mountain lion. I guess.
Every night when our kids go to bed and we sit in the living room and watch TV and I lay on the couch, this 12-pound cat lays directly on my chest right here, like on my neck, and I basically can't breathe.
Renee over on D-Live says, "Oh my goodness, that sounds like my cat. She growls more than she meows." I don't think I've ever heard Aria.
Meows,
she doesn't meow. She doesn't purr.
She purrs. She purrs when she lays on me all the time. She purrs on me. She doesn't purr like a Nara.
Most of the time, the only sound you hear is her growling.
Yeah. Our other cat meows a lot, but Aria never meows. I don't think I've ever heard her meow.
No, I've never heard her meow.
I don't even know what her voice sounds like.
No, it's yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
I mean,
heard
she
that
purrs when she lays on me. She purrs all the time.
Mischievous says, "Well, she's 2, right? For a cat, that's like being a teenage girl, so it makes sense. She doesn't want dad hugging her in front of people. Super embarrassing."
It's true.
Very good point. I'm gonna go drop her off 2 blocks away from school. Yeah. That kitten just wants to play.
I know. Alex, it's so funny. Every interaction that Alex and Anara have is like they see each other, they sniff, and Nara licks Alex's head and neck, and then goes and sniffs Alex's butt, like intense butt sniffing, right? And like it was hilarious because I show you this.
This is our other cat.
So like Anara.
Hey, Nikon.
Anara is like sniffing Alex's butt, right? And Alex is like this,
Unnecessary.
and Alex is going like this, like like as Anara is sniffing her. So anyway, so she licks her, she sniffs her, and then when that's over, Alex is like, okay, now I'm gonna like sniff you and like lick you and check you out, and Anara's like, yes. And
you don't get to
away.
do that.
And then Alex follows Anara and is like, come on, let's play. You sniff my butt. Come on, let's play. And like Anara's like, get away from me, like hissing, swatting. And Alex just follows her around the house. And that's pretty much been every interaction they've had with each other 3 times a day for the last 3 days.
Nikon over on Good Game apparently just got here. Nikon says, "Hey, Aria is beautiful. Can you show her on camera?" I just tried, and she growled quite a bit at me. She's not super into it, but what I can do...
I can pick her up, but I'll give her a minute.
No, hang on. We can do this, at least. Let me try and adjust this other camera. Is that too far? Oh, kind. You can kind of see her there.
It's pretty dark.
It is pretty dark. Having She's
grumpy.
Yeah, she's super grumpy. Mischievous says my black bobtail Grim is about 1.5 and still has the kitten begging for attention meow. Nikon says.
That cat might always have that.
Yeah, that cat may always
the
have
cat
that.
is vocal. They're just vocal.
Oh, sure.
Like, Inara it's always in the morning and in the evening.
Yeah.
And it's
She's
primarily for food, but also just if she wants attention.
Yeah.
She can be pretty demanding. And Arya just doesn't meow.
Yeah. It's weird.
She's very quiet.
I wonder if the rest of that litter's like that.
I think they're all very different.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want kittens playing with you, you shouldn't be wiggling your tail down there.
No, I think she does. Like, she was laying on the bed the other day, and the cats were like trying to play with her tail, and she just kept moving it, and then was like hissing at them when they were trying to play with it. And I'm like, you're doing it on purpose. You're like taunting them.
Mm-hmm.
Arya, be nice.
She's intentionally enticing them so that
What
she
I
can
love
lash
is that
out.
these kittens are not at all afraid.
They could care
like,
less.
nobody is puffing
Although
up their
that
tail.
one is gonna fall right off the damn pedestal.
Nobody's like hissing back at her.
Nope.
And even Inara, like when Alex was meeting Inara, like Alex didn't care. Like she hissed at her and she was like, okay, let's play. Like these cats don't care at all. They're like, whatever. They're not like getting aggressive back. Is
Right.
the point.
Yeah.
The only time I've seen
game.
the only time I've seen them puff up their tails is at Charlie.
Yeah.
And only Nikki and Lorna.
Mm-hmm.
And it really just when they were like surprised.
They were,
by
yeah,
it.
they just kind of
Like,
came around the
they
corner
came
and she
around
was
the corner
there.
and they're like, ah, dog.
Big thing.
What the f is that? I think she's just taunting them. She's like, I'm just gonna hang out in here and growl and not let you play with me. Eat your food.
Be a punk.
Shake my tail at you.
Yeah.
We've had, past foster litters that she would like come in and just immediately start grooming them and like snuggle up with them. I have so many pictures and videos of her grooming tiny kittens and snuggling with tiny kittens. She kind of lost her touch.
Yeah.
She forgot what it's like to be a good foster sister. You sleepy?
Nikon says she's a little nervous. I don't know if that's what it is. I half think she thinks this is a game. But maybe.
She's...
I mean, she came in when we had the 9 kittens and that really overwhelmed her.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it is a little bit overwhelming because they are so big and there are 4 of them.
Oh yeah, could be a little nervous. I mean, that tail is pretty anxious seeming. There's another thing about if the tail goes to the right versus the left, it means something. It is with dogs.
If it's up, they're like alert or curious or whatever. If it's down, they're, there's different tail things. I don't know anything about to the right or the left.
She's super freaky right now. Is the cat gonna fall? No, she's not gonna fall. She's fine. Oh, here you go. Now she's just gonna be a jerk.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Alright.
Do you want to go out of the room?
Come here.
Alright. Did you understand my English?
Yeah, she did.
That's crazy. There you go. I don't know how well you guys saw that, but she clearly understood me and went straight for the door the minute I said it and left. Give her treats. Go pet her for me. I will when we leave the room. We'll give her some pets.
I will go give her a treat. She gets lots of nightly snuggles from me.
Yeah.
We cuddle every night.
Mm-hmm.
And I give her a snuggles.
Oh, that's Florida. Wait, is this Piper?
No, that's Piper.
That's Piper?
Yeah. That's Mickey.
This is Mickey. Oh, right, the tail. Freeze-dried chicken. Yeah. Nom, 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 nom.
Just pass it. Alex. Alex. No, gosh, Alex.
Oh, Alex. Yep. What are you doing? It's right there. Goofy cats.
So sweet bug.
Oh, man. So in uncat related news, we just finished The Handmaid's Tale last night, so if anyone has suggestions on what we should be watching next, feel free. I want to watch that,
I have a bunch of things.
I want to watch the Selma Blair space movie show. There's something on Netflix with Selma Blair and Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica. I don't know that actress's name, but it's also a space movie show, space show. I want to check that out. I feel like, it's my wife. Doesn't like the idea of streaming, but you're doing it anyway. I mean, I am definitely, first and foremost, the streamer of the two of us, and she is the foster of the kittens. So it was kind of a joining of things where 2 years ago when she was like, I want to start fostering, I was like, sure, if I can stream it. And at first she definitely was not on board with that. I think we're both just a little tired tonight. We got a lot going on, plus her parents are in town right now hanging out. They're literally a couple rooms over, so it's just been busy. But she's definitely warmed up to the live stream and the community that it's brought together. Mischievous says, I'm waiting for The Witcher on Netflix. I didn't even know they were doing that. That's going to be interesting. I feel like that's something that HBO should be doing instead, based on the original property. Not sure Henry Cavill can pull it off. I don't know. I'm not like a super fan of his, but I think he does fine work. I never saw that Superman movie, but other than that, he's fine. Not that I know he was bad in that, I just didn't have any interest in it. Not because of him, but kind of because of him. Hey, yo. What you doing? Get on up. Get on up there. This is Nikki? Yeah. But, okay. If anyone wants to see a specific kitten, feel free to let me know and I will attempt to grab them and Scoop. They're like all over here looking for more treats. It's like, is that a treat? Is that a thing? I think. Did I find one? No, not too much. They're a very cute litter. I kind of have a special bias toward orange tabbies. I was raised with several different orange tabbies throughout my life. So I kind of always gravitate toward them. This is Alex. Alex is the biggest of the four. You guys are 13 weeks now, I think. Mischievous says about Henry Cavill, I think he can act, but his face is too dang pretty. Sure. He's chiseled supermodel, not a rough, mutated monster hunter. I wanted to see someone like Mads Mikkelsen in the role. I'm not sure who that is, but sure. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Totally. I never played The Witcher, so I don't have a good frame of reference for what the characters look like. But based on that, I would say Tom Hardy. Or, yeah.
Hardy for what?
The Witcher. But it's Henry Cavill is already cast. It's a thing coming to Netflix. It's a monster hunter. Okay. You got that.
What?
I don't know. I'm tired and want to watch stuff.
I'm tired.
Oh, it's based on the books. I didn't even know there were books. So there was a video game based. The video game is the same franchise, though, right? Okay.
Friend, wife, sister. Like the idea of you streaming. Did you read that?
Yes, we already had this discussion. Bizarro
What did
says.
you say about me when I wasn't in the room?
I said when we started you didn't, and now you've kind of grown to be into it.
I'm into it. I just am a very low
And
energy
it's just,
person.
I said, yeah,
And I'm also like
tired, and your parents are here, and you're socially awkward.
awkward.
Which is the kitten that sleeps on its back? Is that?
All of them. Piper and Alex and Mona.
It's mostly
It's
Piper.
a lot of them. Piper and Alex do a lot. Yesterday, Piper and Alex were both sleeping on their stomachs for a long time.
Yeah. And Piper is the one that does it the most. But yeah,
She was the
they
one
all
that was
kind
doing,
of
she was the one that was doing it a minute ago.
They definitely
She was
all have
sleeping.
weird
She was
positions.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just weird at talking to the camera. I can talk to you when you're in the room, but when you leave, I'm like, hi people out there.
Mischievous says, yeah, it's going to follow the original series, although they took a few liberties with it. Well, that's to be expected. The game is based even more loosely on the books, and the Polish TV series movie was just, well, at best. I didn't even know that's a thing that existed. Plus, if it's in Polish, then I probably will never get around to watching it. Because I just don't have time to read captions most of the time. Although I really do want to see the second season of Dark, which I'm sure is subtitled. But generally, most of the time when we're watching stuff on Netflix, I'm also doing things on my computer at the same time. It took some dedication to get through it all. Right on. What's up? You look done. Should we watch stuff? What?
Okay.
And here or there? Do you just want to go to bed?
Kind of. What time is it?
1,
What?
1, 2, 2. 11:22.
11:22.
Yeah.
I have a couple things I need to do.
Okay.
Like, some things on the computer, like a couple emails, and
Typey.
I need to send that photo in.
Okay.
And respond to that guy, and something else, I don't remember what, but, so I can't go to bed immediately. But I do wanna go to bed when I'm done with that stuff.
Alright. So let's go out there and quietly watch something.
We can't watch anything out there, it's 11:30. They're asleep.
Fine, let's watch things in here. Which, unfortunately for everyone here, means we're going to move the cameras and kill the light and kill the sound. You'll still have 1 or 2 cameras on it. Well, 1 camera on
the
the
light
computer.
on.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Alright.
We'll just kill the sound and adjust the cameras.
Yeah.
I can't clear my throat. It's really hot and all of a sudden. I was freezing when I first came in here, which is why I put on that giant sweater. I think it was because I was drinking a frozen beer. But now
I'll
it's
do it.
super hot.
Okay. Should we open the window?
It's still in the 80s.
Really?
It's not cool enough now.
Boo to that.
Maybe we should do the feather wand. Get
There.
them all tuckered out.
They're already tuckered out.
That's true. They are pretty low energy.
I'll give it to you if you want it, but they don't seem to have a whole lot of energy. I feel like if we open the crate, they'll just like wander in and be like, yeah, I'm good.
I'm just gonna swap out the crate for the pop-up tent.
Okay.
I forgot. I'm not gonna do it right now.
Okay.
If 2 don't get adopted tomorrow, then maybe.
Oh, you think 2 will actually get adopted tomorrow?
I don't know. This guy seems pretty like.
Think he's gonna show up tomorrow to come
I
and
need
meet
to
them?
email him. I don't know.
Okay.
I kind of feel weird not doing the home check first, but.
Do the home check first. Do whatever you want. Looks like the stream is starting to get slideshow-ish. Yeah, I gotta work on that GoFundMe for the computer. Well, the thing I was gonna say is, I think before so our plan is to avoid this crappy connection in the future. It's actually a GPU issue. We're gonna try and do a crowdfunding campaign to specifically raise money to get a bigger and better computer, because we're running things on a mini PC right now. But as sort of the first phase of that, I think I'm going to do a Teespring to do a t-shirt. And that's that. So in the near future, I'll have a couple designs mocked up, and then we'll take it to a vote, and then we'll put those 1 or 2 of those designs out. But right now I'm looking at release the Kittens, which is what we say every morning when we open the crate, and something more typical of cats. More cat puns, basically. But if anyone has suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the chat or on our Discord. Looks like Batissimo just dropped that link recently, so feel free to join that. If you are joining that for the first time, you'll come to just a single channel, and you have to do !agree, and that'll get you past the bot filter. We had a big bot issue recently, so I had to put some moderation into effect. I thought the Pause movie posters I saw in the Discord were pretty great. Yeah, unfortunately somebody else owns those, but we might be able to make our own version of that. Those are pretty good. What's up? You ready to do things? Stop talking and watch things. All right. We are going to find something on Netflix to watch, so I'm going to put this camera down here. Have a great night, everybody. The sound will go off. This is a flattering angle. Just get right up here, right up my nostrils. All right. Get you some better kitten angles. And some lasers. Pew pew. Wait, is it working? There we go. It doesn't even look real.
You can't see the cat that's actually trying to get the lasers.
Get the lasers.
She did jump at them, I swear. Okay, now turn the logic deck back down.
Back down. Have a good night, Renee. Thank you for hanging out.
Good night, Renee. Good night, everybody. There's a laser on my face.
Yep, that's done. It's all done, girls. It's all done. Alright, sound's going off.